Hi everyone, it's that time of year. It's for the Love of Horror convention this coming weekend, April the 18th and 19th. For those of you who don't know, For the Love of Horror is an annual convention that takes place in Manchester in the Bowlers Exhibition Centre. Usually take place in October and November each year, but this year they've got an extra date in April for us. So think Comic-Con, but for horror geeks. This year is the 6th For the Love of Horror convention. I've been lucky enough to attend the other 5, and I've met some incredible people along the way, including Kiefer Sutherland, Simon Pegg, and the mighty Corey Taylor. And last year, I had the pleasure of meeting Reagan herself, Linda Blair, and I got this little beauty signed. Well, you can see that. As always, this convention has a stacked lineup. Guests on this one include Alex Vincent from the Chucky series, Jenna Cannell and Catherine Corcoran from the original Terrifying movie. You've got Bonnie Aarons from the Conjuring and the Nun series, and you've also got Frost himself from the original Blade, Stephen Dorff. Speaking of Blade, I'm only able to attend the Saturday this year. However, if you're there for the full weekend, there is a Saturday after party in which you've been told there's going to be a blood rave. If you don't know what a blood rave is, this is it. Now, we've been told it's not going to be real blood, but I'm sure it's still going to be a blast.
Corn syrup.
That little clip leads me on to the 2 main guests for this year, which are Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich. I had the absolute pleasure of meeting them in 2021. My wife and I got a picture taken with them, and let me tell you, the Q&A panel is outstanding.
It was fun.
And it's something not to miss on the Sunday, if you're there. Now, what separates For the Love of Horror from a Comic-Con convention is that those Q&A panels that I mentioned, like the Matt and Skeet one, they're included in your ticket price. So all Q&A panels take place in the main hall, and in fact you can be queuing for one guest while watching a Q&A panel for another guest, so it can make the time go a lot quicker. This year, I've got 2 guests that I'm most looking forward to seeing. The first of those is the mighty Rose McGowan, again from Scream.
No, please don't kill me, Mr. Ghostface.
Rose McGowan played Tatum in the original Scream film, and I'm going to get my Scream poster signed by her. It's already been signed by Neve Campbell, Matt Lillard, Skeet Ulrich, Jamie Kennedy, David Arquette, and Roger L. Jackson. If you don't know who Roger L. Jackson is, he voiced the killer in the entire Scream franchise. So that voice on the phone is this guy.
I see a few Caseys out there. I thought I killed you already.
If you're around my age, you'll know him as Mojo Jojo from Powerpuff Girls as well.
For I am the mastermind, the genius, and all-around visionary.
Now, my second guest is the former percussionist from Slipknot, Chris Fenn. I'm a huge metal fan, huge Slipknot fan, so I'm super excited for this one too. As I mentioned, I met Corey Taylor a few years ago, which was amazing. But it's not just all about the guest. There's loads of things going on. Every year, there's also set builds that For the Love of Horror put on that, again, include in your ticket. Previously, we've had sets from The Thing. We've had Killer Clowns from Outer Space. We've also had set builds from American Werewolf in London. Finally, you've got your trader hall. This is where you have loads of independent sellers, all selling all your favourite horror merch, from posters to t-shirts. Shout out to Hell on Shirts for last year's For the Love of Horror 5 convention t-shirt. And there's also going to be one this year which features Ghostface and Art the Clown as well. Now finally, some tips and tricks for the Love of Horror convention. Obviously I've been going for a few years now. Number 1, if you are driving, try and get there early. There is parking on site, but it's very, very limited and it's on a first come, first serve basis. The venue itself is near the Trafford Centre on an industrial estate. Now there are roads you can park on, but watch out for scammers. Some people try and charge, but it is actually free to park on the roads. So if you do see high-vis jackets, make sure they've got Monopoly events on them. Any other ones, don't let them take your money. Another tip that I would recommend, but I've never had to use, is that all the stalls, all the vendors do take cards. However, if the system does go down, it's best to have cash on you as well. It hasn't gone down for any of the time that I've been there, but it's always good to have, and I always take some cash with me just in case the worst does happen and it does all go down. Number 3, time is everything. Don't try and cram everything in for one day. You've got 2 tickets for the headliners for that day, so Matt and Skeet this year, for example, you're not going to get much else done that day. It's going to be very difficult for you to do that if you try and get 6, 7, 8 things signed by different guests, it's going to be difficult, no nigh on impossible to do, especially if you're looking at those headliner guests. So yeah, definitely plan it beforehand, plan your day out, plan both days if you're going for both days, and yeah, just do your best with your time that you've got. If you are cosplaying, be wary about what you can take in. Obviously you can't take real weapons in or anything that looks like a real weapon. They will turn you away and you don't want to waste that time, so maybe look for some foam items or some items that maybe can be taken instead of the weapons, otherwise you're just not going to get in. And finally, have fun. Most of the horror fans are absolutely amazing and approachable, especially ones in cosplay. They want to get pictures with you, so enjoy yourself, speak to people, that we're all like-minded people, and yeah, I'll see you there.
Cut, Casper. That's a wrap.